Guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So we're at Tom's place and let's see what he's up to. So what are you up to, Tom?
Maxi, hi, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Well, yeah, this is now the state where we are with our X130. It's gonna be
So which one is that? Which?
It's the X130. It's it's covered by fiberglass, and it's going to be powered by an xicoy 132 turbine. Well, and yeah, at the moment I'm busy with the harness and installing some servos for the gear doors, and yeah, but
yeah. So basically, I'm here because I had a minor incident lately with my interceptor. I'll put some pictures in. So basically, I had to choke the turbine on the smoke, and yeah, the landing wasn't that soft. So yeah, we will be probably getting a new interceptor. I don't know. I might just want to get an X130. I have no idea yet about that. But we will be building a Squall 120. And we'll most likely be putting a xicoy X130 in it or a JetCat P130. I don't quite know about that yet. And for now, we are here in this video. We're going to complete this, do the maiden flight, and then hopefully we get a slot in Friedrichshafen next weekend, and we can have a bunch of fun in this. And this thing also is going to be in a char servo design, so hopefully that will end up cool. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into doing some gear door servos. So guys, I've gotten all the servos prepared basically to get installed for the landing gear doors. We've gotten for the main ones. Tom gave me some pictures, and yeah, now we basically have to get this done. So they're going to be a linkage here and a linkage here, so 4 servos in total. So yeah, let's get this done, and I'll put some the pictures that Tom gave me to look off of in between the 2 clips. So let's go. So guys, we are now basically all finished with programming the landing gear, which is one big milestone. So we'll give you one cycle of all the gears, and then I'll show you everything. Then I'll show it on to you when it's turned around, so you can see the servo arrangement. So
here we go.
that looks amazing. So now we're going to retract it out again. So guys, we've gotten everything done up here, the cables. So these 2 servos are on a Y harness for one flap, because you only have 3 channels on the controller. And the most critical servo is the back one here, because it kind of like interferes right here, and you have to make sure that all the spacing is perfectly correct, so the rod doesn't interfere anywhere. And then the front servo is just trying to match it as good as possible. So as soon as you got one side done, it's fairly simple to do the other one. So guys, next step, this beautiful turbine, xicoy X132 and thrust pipe is the next step, so let's get into that.
Ja, wie geil.
Das bringt nichts.
Schau, voll, bringt das voll runter, Alter.
So So guys, after messing around a bit, we got the thrust pipe behind us. So we've gotten a Frankenstein thrust pipe because we didn't have any X130 thrust pipes left. So we took the thrust pipe of my interceptor and a new interceptor thrust pipe and kind of hacked that into a few pieces. You know, we first did it and then it was too long, and then we tried pulling it apart. Then we just cut it apart, and then we put it together again. Then we put some rivets in, and then we cut off the end as well because it was too long and now it's too short. So it didn't quite end up going too well, and Tom tried pushing the thrust pipe further back so it stands out, and he broke off the rib here. So we had to, yeah, we've gotten a bit of a more, I'd say, non-original version of what this is supposed to be. But yeah, next thing is to put the turbine in, and the most important thing is this is very strong and stable now, and it's all nicely secured and centered, and the back piece here is also glued on. So yeah, let's get into installing this turbine. So guys, turbine's in. Very happy the way this turned out. As you can see right here, nicely countersunk screws, got the carbon boards cut, and we've gotten everything nice and solid, got the fuel tubing in, and also got a wire connected right here with the extension. So this is a Sweden wire and this is a xicoy wire. Next thing I'm going to be doing is probably be flipping. Here you can see the connection. Next thing I'll be doing is probably flipping this plane around and getting it all drawn forward. Tom is already asleep, so I'm going to work on. So I'm probably just still going to get some little things installed. I know where the tanks go about, but I can't do that yet. I know because I want to wait for Tom to do that, so I'll stop there. I know they go something up top or somewhat like that. So yeah, this is where we're at currently. And here's a bit of a shot down the thrust pipe. I know this thing here is a bit deformed because it was laying in the sun. Hopefully that's not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, anyway, so let's get this thing flipped around. So guys, I think I'm going to leave it here at this point. Pretty much all that's left to do is tank install. We've got our fuel pump back here, our ECU here, still have to do some wires for that. But after that, essentially all that has to be done is putting the tanks in, some final crimping and programming. So I hope we can get this thing finished tomorrow Saturday, and then we can go flying on Wednesday. So yeah, excited to get this thing in there. I've never flown one of these, and as soon as I've flown one of these, I'm flown every single Tomjets plane there is, except for Little Squall. So yeah, quite excited. We'll also probably be taking the interceptor with us, and Tom got a new Futura, so some stuff like this. But yeah, I really like the carbon boards, the way this turned out, so happy for today. Did quite a bit, and yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be building my own Squall 120. So yeah, you'll get some few more snapshots of this and then the maiden flight. So guys, Tom is working on the X130. The tank is pretty much installed at this point. We stopped off with the fuel pump and stuff like that. So up here, this is a huge tray you get with this plane if you order it with for the turbine version, and you basically glue it in here, and it's there to support the fuel tank. Basically, that's what it is doing. Because on the interceptor, Tom explained me, like on the here, you've gotten the entire wing area to support the fuel tanks, so it can't flop around anywhere. Because Tom is afraid that with only the zip ties holding it, the metal O-rings that are inserted in the fuel bladder, they might rip out over time. So he has built basically a tank floor, so it can't really go anywhere. Also, another thing, Tom put the turbine a bit farther forward because of nose weight, because Tom said we need a bunch of nose weight in this plane. So the turbine is jammed all the way forward. And at this point, I'm still waiting until Tom is finished because I want to see a turbine start. So yeah, but for now, I'm going to continue on my Squall here. So guys, Tom pretty much yesterday got all finished with the X130. We didn't start the turbine yesterday because Tom didn't want to carry this thing up anymore. But he has to work a bit in the morning, and then hopefully we can get this turbine started. And today's maiden day. As you can see, canopy's on. So Tom now likes gluing all of his canopies with CA glue, because this is glued with CA glue, and he likes that. But yeah, I can't take it off because it goes off really easily. But I'm scared that this thing will fall off the stand because it's really wonky. But yeah, I'm excited to get to fly this thing. Yeah, I mean, there's an amazing design, chassis design that's going on here. So we'll be in Friedrichshafen with the chassis team. And this video you'll be getting, this video came out on Friday, first day of Friedrichshafen, because I want to post the video of Friedrichshafen. We'll see, maybe Wednesday. I don't know how far I'll get with editing on Sunday evening. But yeah, if I finish editing on Sunday evening, when we come back from Friedrichshafen, maybe I'll post it on Monday. Maybe I'll be editing a bit in school, and then yeah, we'll see. But anyways, my squall is getting along well. All of the other surfaces are finished. Just have to get this done. So Tom is still sleeping. It's about 9 today. We worked until 2 yesterday. But yeah, I'm taking my time. I want to do this as beautiful as possible, because I don't want to do all too much work of sanding. What I mean as beautiful as possible is getting all of these seams beautifully done, because this wood you can sand. If Tom has thick wood, no issue sanding, but still I want this form to be good. Obviously here on the top, this will always never be perfectly flat, so we'll always have to sand there a bit. But yeah, next clip you'll see of this thing is a turbine. No, wait, I'll get you inside. So guys, here's the inside, as you can see. So in this video you'll still be seeing the flights of this thing and then how we apply the livery. But yeah, looking good. Sorry, I just woke up. So our maiden flight video, I don't know, I think Tom might want to film that on his phone, so we might have WhatsApp quality on that phone, on that video, I don't know. But if it gets filmed on my phone, that'd be a lot better. But yeah, everything looking good, as you guys can see. So guys, the X130 is basically programmed halfway. It's all bound up with the radio, and got the fuel in the fuel bladder. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, ready for a turbine start. So good.
Burner on. Reheat.
So guys, after the turbine run went well on the X130, we put the wings on everything. Tom is finished with programming all the mixes. Now we're currently sorting out CG, and then we're gonna weigh this thing, and then we hopefully are ready to go out on the field. So guys, we're out on the field, about to do the maiden. So Tom was trying to learn in the gyro, but he didn't manage yet. So we'll do it this evening when we do the stickers. But for now we'll do the maiden flight without gyro. So yeah, hopefully everything works as planned. We'll just have a calm flight, nothing crazy. I don't know if we'll film it or not, but I first have to trim it with the landing gear out because the CG changes as soon as the landing gear comes up. So we'll first trim with landing gear down, and then we'll trim with landing gear in, and then we'll be heading back for landing. So let's go.
Entschuldigung. Die spricht nicht so geil an dieser Ding. Entschuldigung, ja. Perfekt. Super, Maxi.
So guys, back from the flying field. Maiden flight went well, very well. Just have to do some little adjustments. CG wasn't perfect because when we did the CG we were literally rushing, and we literally glued the batteries into the plane with some double-sided tape on the airfield. So yeah, we have to make a bit of a battery tray which will be lasered out, which has to go in the front of the plane. I'm pretty sure that will be able in series. Tom will keep it for this plane in series. So basically will be a plate we still have designed that will be glued in front, then an identical plate where all the batteries are on that slides in front, and then you screw it in place. That's only for the turbine version because you need a lot of weight in front. And we thought maybe even in the future we will have an upgrade version where the turbine is sitting right above the landing gear, like in every F-16, just to make all the weight more to the center of gravity and have to add less weight all the way in the front. So yeah, that was just some thinking ideas of ours, but I'll later, that's not sure 100%, like 50-50 it will happen, maybe it won't. And then we've gotten, in later this video today, we will still do all the modifications, especially learn in the gyro, because Tom didn't do that. I flew without gyro, and yeah, I think this plane just flies a bunch better with gyro. Remember, these planes, like with the F-16, the X-29 was built specifically to be unstable in the air, so it's more maneuverable, and they had gyros in real life, so that's just one thing that helps a lot on this plane, but it is definitely flyable. So yeah, I'm gonna get everything out on the table, and we'll get the wings into the room where Tom is sitting, and yeah, show you the design a bit and get the design applied to the wings already. So guys, me and Tom spent a bit of time on getting some designs, on getting a design figured out, and currently Tom is getting all of the design ready. And yeah, some of it is already printed out. Obviously it's a char servo design because we will be flying on the char servo slot in Friedrichshafen. Yeah, just a little sneak peek, and next thing we're gonna do is get the wings in here and start applying all of this. We still have to do some modifications to the actual plane but the maiden flight went well. So yeah, hopefully this design will look as good as it looks on screen. And let's get to putting some stickers on this plane. So guys, making progress here. So the plan originally was to first deal with the technical issues, but we're doing that tomorrow. So this is the underside of the wing. This is the top side. So we're thinking about probably modding this design. This will in the future be the design for the X130. Tom is currently putting up these here, up on there. Yeah, will be cool. Next clip you'll see this thing is probably going to be completely finished in the design. So guys, top side of the X130 is getting along really nice. Loving this scheme. The only thing I hate is this. I do not like this. It's like a be aware notice. It's way too formal in my opinion. But whatever, Tom said it has to be on, so it has to be on. But I'm sure I'll annoy him the entire weekend about this thing. Because I find this looks so cool, and then you've gotten this. Like, yeah. So, next thing to do is the rudder. Will be interesting with our servo. Because here you can see what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, we'll do that, and then we can flip it around, and we're finished for today. Tom already went to sleep. So guys, bottom is done. There's one more of these Servos stickers left, so I'll ask Tom. It's not on the plans we did, but maybe we'll put it there. But this is looking great. Yeah, on the other side, I just finished the rudder over there, and I started here, but I think we're gonna print these out new. I still have to talk to Tom about that, because we definitely have to take off the canards to do that. I would have loved to finish, but we definitely have to take off the canards here. This was done terribly. There are quite a few wrinkles here, and cut up this thing because I tried getting around the carbon spar. We have to take out the canards and try getting the carbon spar out. I don't know how you do that, but yeah, I think you have to loosen this up, and I have no idea. Tom has to tell me. So yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's I think 2 o'clock, and yeah, tomorrow we'll continue here and hopefully get some more flights in for you. So guys, X130 is all done in its color scheme, looking amazing. So yeah, I'll just assemble it real quick and get it probably propped up here to give you some pictures. So here we had a few minor difficulties. So Tom didn't want to take off the canards because then he has to redo the centering point and everything, because you have to take out the carbon spar and all of that. He didn't want to reprogram that because it's done on a Y cable. So yeah, but it's basically finished now. It's looking amazing. Tom put the big chaser that I wanted to put on the bottom of the back, on the nose, because the nose was kind of bland. Yeah, obviously you could have done this better, but it is what it is now. I still do not like this. So yeah, looking good. Also, I just took some electrical tape, some black, and we went around the perimeter of the hatch. So next thing I have to wait until Tom, he actually finished designing the board already. It's like on the side, and it has a screw here. It's designed quite well. So yeah, he said it's like on the side, so batteries will be mounted to one side, and that's due to the landing gear being there. So yep, let's get to it. So guys, back out on the field, we did all of our stuff. So landing gears working all, Tom programmed the gyro, and we made ourselves a little battery tray right here. So this back end screws in right there, and this goes in about like that. We've gotten a slot that checks in with over there on the side. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, anyways, I'll try showing you as soon as the landing gear's out. But yeah, it's a little windy. Where I'm gonna do 2 more flights of probably just programming, and then we'll see. So let's get to flying. So guys, Tom's still gonna make some finishing photos for if someone asks in a forum how something's done, so he can put some pictures in there. But I really love this scheme. This scheme turned out amazing. Me and Tom sat at the computer for a few hours yesterday trying to get something cool done, and for the time we had, we definitely managed to do this amazingly. So here you can see the battery board installed in the front of the plane. I don't know if you can see much, but yeah, it's back in front there, all strapped in place. It goes in with this one screw. So yeah, let's get some flying done. So guys, one little last segment in this video, we're going to show you how to weigh the CG, because one important thing about these planes, especially the planes where the landing gear changes the center of gravity, you want to weigh this thing with the landing gear out, and then it will be a bit nose heavy with the landing gear in, but that's perfectly fine because you just trim that out, and then you'll always have a perfectly straight flying airplane. And unlike yesterday, this thing won't be absolutely in high alpha when coming in for landing, and it's just going to be a charm to fly. So I'm gonna give Tom the camera and I'm gonna show you how we weigh this thing with the gear out, because obviously the gear doors are in the way of the CG. So guys, what we do basically right here, so there's this I-beam in the bottom somewhere here. Obviously there's this I-beam where the landing gears mounted to, so you want to go drive underneath that I-beam through the gear opening, and we're just using this rope. Very simple, you don't have to do anything complicated. And then you should just be, whatever you're using should just be around 2 centimeters in on the canards here. And then we've currently gotten it like this, and it should balance perfectly with the gear out. And then you'll do yourself way easier landing, taking off, and from there on you could, if you want, put it a little more forward, but do not put it farther backwards. That's the only thing we are not recommending. Farther backwards the CG, because then it flies horrible, the plane. So yeah, let's get to some flying. Da muss wieder Motor. Ja.
Gemacht.
So guys, back from flying, absolutely love this thing. I can't wait to get mine built. So next thing, we want to put some smoke in here. So this is my smoke tank from the Interceptor. We'll be using that. We are going to make a new smoke tube because this is too small. Right here, we've got some Festo tubing. We've got our AliExpress smoke pump, which works absolutely fantastic out of some reason. An ESC for that smoke pump. And what do we have as well? A tank mount. We've got a one-way fitting. And yeah, so let's get some smoke in here. Tomorrow we have to head to Friedrichshafen. So yep, I think so. My theory is I first build together this mount, and then we will go ahead and get this crap glued. Where is it? No, not there. Glued to the bottom here somehow, so that this is one piece somehow. So that is my plan for now. And yeah, let's get to work. As soon as I've gotten some what done, let's talk and see what I've done. So guys, yeah, this is the position I came up with the smoke tank for, because every other position there's too much interference, because this entire space up here, up front, is all filled. 1 second, a bit shaky. I know it's blocking me from showing you where it is. Yeah, hopefully you can see it up until up front there. This entire area, so this tank is full. Sorry about that. Is being covered with that tank, and there is no space in between here, as you can see up here, in between this board and this board for a smoke tank. So yeah, this is kind of the only option, and the landing gear is sitting right here, so I couldn't put it any further forward. And I mean, the CG is like right here, so it kind of is above the CG. And yeah, like, and also like this, I still know how full it is when filling, because I can easily reach underneath the plane on here. So yeah, that's the smoke tank position for now. So yeah, let's get this plane flipped around. This pump is going all the way in the nose, so we can put the batteries a bit farther back, so it's not such a pain in the ass to connect. But yeah, that's what it's looking like currently. So guys, we just finished with putting in the smoke tank. Everything's in, the smoke pump is in. We adjusted the retract so they're better on now. We cleaned them out with some brake cleaner. Yeah, and we're basically finished. We'll flip the plane around, get the retracts retracted one more time, and then we're all finished. The smoke tank's in. Just put some little things here. Yeah, whatever. Let's get everything retracted. So guys, thank you for watching today's video. So me and Tom, we're up 4:30, getting ready for Friedrichshafen. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, sub to the channel if you're not yet, and you're able to go cool journeys like this with me. See you guys in the next one. So yeah, next video will be Friedrichshafen. Let's go. So guys, here's the smoke nozzle. Put a bit farther behind the turbine. Gotten everything connected up with a Festo connector, lines running through on the same side where all the other lines are. Tom went ahead and put everything underneath the board. Our smoke pump here from AliExpress is hooked up to our turbine cable, because we've gotten everything else hooked up to the receiver cable anyway already. So yeah, everything's looking good. We're ready to go to Friedrichshafen.